Hey everyone, welcome to the video. I'm here to do an update on Chainlink. And before I get started, of course, this is not financial advice. You're responsible for your own trades. I'm not your financial advisor. And all right, so I think maybe we'll go ahead and get started here. I think the stream is going okay. There we go. And so let's go ahead and take a look at some things that we've got going on here. So first off, what I want to start off with is a step back view of what this looks like. I kind of want to go back to its roots, back when Chainlink was trading down in 40, 45 cents or so. Lots of ranging down here before we finally saw our move up. I want to actually kick on the volume profile to take a look at this because just to kind of put things into perspective, when you're looking at support and resistance level, I'm on a 4-hour chart here, but let's just take a look at this. Of course, our point of control is right down here at about 45 cents, but very close. A very close second is up here at about $1.85. And again, going back to this same zone where I was talking that we had this consolidation that was happening right here about $2. And that's about the zone where I was, talking about, hey, if we break up above this, we're likely going to go up a lot higher. And obviously we have. So what does that mean now? Where are things actually going? So what I would like to do is I would like to take a look at this. Again, I kind of threw away all of the other chart patterns that I had here. Going to be looking at this from a fresh view, a fresh perspective. And so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take Fibonacci from all the way down here at the bottom, which is right here, and that was at about 36.5 cents, moving my way all the way up here to the top and seeing where we pulled down from. So this is very interesting to me that we went down below the golden zone. We went down below the golden zone. We didn't quite hit the 786. So, but we did consolidate below this for a while, which was very interesting. We did have a lot of volume here, as you can see, right at the 65. The 618, this level right here at $2 really didn't have a whole lot of volume. Basically, we flew through $2 on the way down, and then we flew through $2 on the way up. Not a whole lot of volume here. So we do have a lot of volume that's starting to form in this range. If we go all the way down here to about 237 and all the way up to, let's just say right about where we are actually, right at about $2.70. That's right about where we are at this point in time. Lots of volume that's happening in this price range. So, all right, so we have our impulsive move looking at the retrace, but now let's take a look at this next move from the top, which is again right up here at this top level at about 458 and going on the way down. So we have all the way down here to about $1.46. So where we're stopping right now, we were stopped cold right here at the 50. So being stopped here at the 50 is not the greatest, right? That's not something that I like to see, a halt right there at the 50. I would have liked to see us push above the 50%, but from what I can see here, I'm going to go ahead and leave this on the chart for now. I'm going to zoom in a little bit and see what it is that we're actually looking at right now. Taking a look at the volume, we're finding a lot of support again, still a lot of volume in this zone here, but I'm starting to see some things that are a little concerning. And I'll go ahead and point this out. So remove the volume profile, keep the Bollinger Bands on here, but it's very obvious that we have lots of support here at the 382. We got held back at the 50. I'm actually going to remove this Fibonacci just to keep things a little cleaner. So really what I'm looking at here is the pullback. So from the top, pulling our way down, and then the retrace. Where we got held back at the 50%. But what are we seeing here on the 4-hour chart? Now, of course, we were taking a look at the 15-minute chart, 30 minutes, 1 hour earlier. But now we are starting to, or we should be taking a step back and looking at this from a higher time frame perspective to determine what the next move is going to be. And right now, the next move is not looking that good. right now the next move. And what I want to do is I want to focus all the way back here to this candle, still looking here at the 382, but taking a look at this candle where we had our initial rejection there at the 382 that took us all the way down here to the 236, which is at $2 and about $2.19 or so. We moved back up. We got the rejection there at the 50, which was, again, I was talking about the rejection at $3, right? I talked about that a lot in some of my previous videos. Rejection at $3, and we did get the rejection there. But now what's going on here? Since we had that move up to $3, we've been getting something like this forming, which this is not good, right? This is not a good formation that we need to be, let's see here, LINKUSD had a little glitch there. It's not a move that we want to see because this descending wedge is a bearish formation. So as we see this start to go through, what we're basically looking at here is your first touch 1, 2, and then your second touch 3, 4. And if we get a third touch up here at about $2.80 and we start to go down, chances are pretty good we're not going to make it up for a fourth time, and then we're going to start to see something like this happen where we're going to start to move down. We'll find some support there at about $2.50, but chances are pretty good we're going to continue to move down to about $2.38. We find 250 as resistance. Then we start to move down to our next support zone, which is at $2.30, and now $2.38 is going to be resistance. We come down to our next area of support, which I do expect $2.20 to be pretty significant support. And then we'll find another move up. And then right up here at $2.65, we're going to see a much larger move down. We're going to break $2.19 more than likely. I do want to be very bullish on Chainlink. I mean, a lot of people are. We've been hyping about it for this entire impulsive move. As soon as we broke through $2, that's when I started doing my daily videos on Chainlink. And I'd like to say that I've been pretty spot on about it. At some point, I'm going to be wrong. And there was a point actually yesterday or the day before I was wrong on the trade when we were talking about the chop. And I don't want to be extremely bearish on it. I do want to be extremely bullish on Chainlink. If I go to a daily time frame, we still have lots of room for some bullish momentum here. Very easy for us to see this as a WXY correction down here to a $1.46, and now we're in the move of a much larger 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're just correcting now. Once we hit that $3, that was the end of our first wave, and now we're correcting. So it's perfectly fine for us to come all the way down there to $2.19 or so. Let's just take a look down here from the bottom, going up here to the top. And let me go ahead and take this off the chart now that we know that that 50% is lingering there. Coming down here to the 618 is very likely to happen, which is at $2.05. So, where I had put that bottom there at 209 or something, easy for us to pull this down just a little bit more. I'd like for us to see a pullback here to the 618, which is at $2.05. Easiest way for you to, to preserve your capital and manage risk appropriately is, well, one would have been for you to sell at $3.05, and for you to take that gamble from a couple days ago where we pulled through, where I had my trade set up. We hit the stop loss, that's okay. Now we just have to take a step back and see what things are looking like. Again, going to the 4-hour time frame, this is looking bearish. This looks like we're going to continue to move on down. And so, there's nothing wrong with that. So this was likely a 3 up here, moving down to the 4, and then we basically have a diagonal, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up here. So that likely completed this last move. So this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now we're going to start correcting down from here. and this is again not looking extremely bullish. I would consider shorting it if I was using an exchange that allowed for that. Low leverage short, right here we're sitting at about $2.70. It wouldn't surprise me if we went up to about 278 or so. But yeah, I do think from 278 will likely be an area for potential rejection. So if I was looking at a short position, I'd probably be looking to short somewhere around here about 275. I think 275 is a good area to enter the short. I'm going to go ahead and pull this back here. So that's pretty close to 275. My stop loss, I would put it probably at the high from the 28th. So right here, I would be looking for that, and then I'd be looking to short this all the way down to potentially $2.05 right there where that 618 is located. Very possible for us to come down there, and likely the route that this is going to take from up here, we have our A, our B, and our C, and then we're going to have an A, B, C, and then we're going to have another A, B, C to take us down, and it could be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to get us down there. So a 335 is likely a possibility for us to get down there to $2.05. But that would be the next place that I would be looking to buy. I would be looking to buy Link at $2. If it does happen to push up out of this, I would be skeptical. I would be looking for there to be some kind of a trap. But if from right here we do find our way up above here, we find this as support, I'd be very careful up here, and I would be looking to see a move above $3 and then to buy the retrace on $3. So that would be my bullish scenario up here. So this is my green bullish scenario. This is going to be my red bearish scenario, which I'll keep on here for a while. Of course, I was just freehand drawing this, so likely this is going to look very different. Probably you will get another chance to short up here at $2.75, but I'd be very careful buying down here in this zone at about $2.50. Likely it'll bounce. I wouldn't take that trade. I would be looking to take the trade back down here at $2 because I do think it likely over time it's going to come back down to $2, and that would be the start of our next bullish impulse. And again, if you're interested in what that might look like from down here at the bottom, let's just take a look at what targets would look like from that. Trend-based fib extension, our little friend, starting from down here at the bottom, going up here to the top and coming down here to $2.05. Let's say in a perfect scenario, it does bounce at the 618. What I would be looking for as targets for this, of course, would be another push up to $3. The next target would be $3.60. Then we've got $4 on the table, and the real target is going to be sitting here at about $4.53, which does happen to coincide with one of our Fibonacci. That's our 100%. You can call that a range expansion. So I used the negative 100 as a range expansion. So basically we traded from down here at 146 all the way up to $3, and a 100% expansion would take us all the way up here to our wave 3 target, which would be at $4.55. This is assuming we pulled down to the 618. So that's what I'm looking at for Chainlink. Just a real quick update on that. This is not something that I'd be willing to trade right now. As long as we're inside of this descending wedge, I'll be waiting for this to pull down again back down to $2, and I do expect that to be pretty significant support, and there's a lot of confluence in that area as well. But again, if we push above $3, then likely there's something else going on, and we're probably going to be moving up a little higher. But we do need to reclaim and close a 4-hour candle, about 295 to $3 for us to continue to see any bullish momentum to the upside on Chainlink versus Tether. All right, so well, if you enjoyed the video, feel free to like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. We'll see you in the Discord. I'm going to be doing a video on Monero here in a little bit by a request. If there's any questions that you have, feel free to let me know. Otherwise, we'll see you in the Discord. If you need an invite, it doesn't cost anything. Just shoot me a comment and I'll get you an invite code and we'll get you in there. So have a good day, everyone.